You can't see the second slide?
No.
Yeah,
That's so weird. I'm sharing the screen.
I still see your cursor moving around.
Oh dear. I'm sharing the screen.
I would hit got it before it.
everybody got that message.
There we go.
Okay. So
See it now.
You can see the second slide.
Yep.
Okay. So, okay. Okay. Can you see me moving to the next slide? Can you see me moving up?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
Moving
back.
Okay, okay, great. Okay, so Bobland. So this one was the August Star Party. And I got the email and the restio from Richard, who belongs to both clubs. And he was talking about a Star Party invitation. And I've never been to a Star Party. I don't even know what it was. Like, what is it? So I was like, I need to go and see. I need to find out. So I live in Toronto, and as everyone knows, I live in an apartment surrounded by buildings, a very little night sky view. And I like really seeing the moon, I'm so happy already, right? So so for me, I wanted to see the Milky Way. I wanted to see the stars, just the way it should be, without the light pollutions and without all the obstruction of buildings. So I took the opportunity to come up to South River at Bobland, and you know, just really at the host, at the invitation of the host, Bob and Lillian, were just great hosts of the Star Party. I think about 20 people attended this one, mostly in trailers, but there were some of us who camped in tents. I was one of them. And it took me about maybe 4 to 5 hours to drive. I'm a slow driver because I take a lot of stops. And also I was coming with my dog, Shiloh. So I took a lot of stops. So it was a long drive, but you know, it was really worth going to this Star Party at Bobland. So you can see this is Bob's and Lillian's house, and Shiloh is kind of sitting on the stairs, if you can see him. Okay, so trying to move down slide. Oh my God.
I wonder if you click on the little arrow at the bottom corner, the bottom right-hand corner of that, where it says, you know,
Oh,
224.
yeah, you're right.
Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, so a little bit about Bob. I know all of you know Bob, but for Rest Toronto, I wanted to tell people about Bob. So I gave this little bit of introduction about Bob Chapman, member of, you know, Rest, TO, North Bay, and the fact that he was an active member at the Toronto Centre, and he started this monthly city observing sessions, which I go to. I mean, it stopped right now because of the pandemic, but it's actually quite nearby to where I live. So I go there once a month. And of course, the Algonquin Star Party, which I will speak a little bit about it later. And of course, now, as you all are very familiar with Bob, he's director of the North Bay Club and really host of many wonderful Star Parties. Okay, so next slide. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about just the 3 days I was there. So day one was the most, I would say the most fabulous day for me. I actually had a chance to see the entire Milky Way. For me, this was just incredible, even though a lot of people take it for granted. But for someone coming from the city and who spent really my whole life in big cities, just that view of the Milky Way, you know, spanning the entire sky was just breathtaking. Bob was very kind to show me his observatory and also his 16 inches telescopes, which he designed and built. And I'm sure everyone that goes to Bobland will have a chance to see that for himself. And, I have, for the first time, I really observed Bob, who's an expert in visual astronomy, as he hunted for a distant Herschel object, a galaxy in the Draco constellation, just using star maps. And at that time, I didn't even know how to read a star map, but he's got his star maps in the observatory, plus a picture of Herschel framed in the observatory, which I believe is his hero. So just looking and observing how he hunts for this object was quite fascinating for me. And through his telescope, I saw the Ring Nebula, the Dumbbell Nebula, and Core Crowley. And of course, just amazing views of Saturn and Jupiter. And all this for me was really my first time. So it was just like mind-blowing, I would say, just totally amazing. So this is a picture of Bob that I took with his telescope, just to give you an idea of how big the telescope is. And I believe, and maybe Bob can speak to it later, but he built it himself. Like he was telling me about how he got the wood and everything, and also the observatory, he built it himself. So it's quite, it's very interesting to talk to him if you want to find out more information. So day 2, unfortunately, day 2 was overcast. But the good thing about star parties is you are with fellow groups of people who have similar interests. So we actually just spent the night just in front of the campfire and just chatting and talking. And I really got to know the club members really well. I got to know about the North Bay Astronomy Club, the Sudbury Club, and just the history, really rich history of astronomy in the area. And I forgot this guy's name, but he was a former band member, and he actually brought his guitar, and I believe there was a few others that were there that were singing. So it was really a very pleasant and warm experience, sitting by the campfire. It's been a long time since I've done it. And during the day, I was at first wondering, what do I do during the day? Like you're kind of way out. But there are quite a number of things to do in South River. And I mean, if you want, you can go to Sunridge, but I think there's enough stuff to do in South River. For example, I went to this place called Crystal Cave, which is kind of like a museum. They have medals and stones, because I believe it's really the start of the mining towns. And I got this little globe that is, people told me it looks like uranium. So it's kind of a nice little souvenir. Next one, day 3. So day 3 was just fabulous. It was clear night, and Steve Dodson really gave me a tour of the night sky, it was just amazing. But because I was so new to everything, it was a bit overwhelming. But I remembered seeing it, and I went back to try to remember, all the tour of the night sky versus the books that he recommended. Like, for example, I believe it's Terence Dickinson book on Night Watch. So I got a chance to see, and also got to know really like Steve, also the work that he's done, the telescopes, and the fact that an asteroid was named after him, quite fascinating. Then later that afternoon, Alan Ward came to give a presentation on optical coatings. I know he gave a similar presentation to Rastio in May. And yeah, it was pretty good. And I found out he actually makes he grows ghost peppers and makes it into a powder, which he has yet to send me. He said he was going to send it to me. So I'm waiting for that. So then, we were all camping. And for me, right, it wasn't just going to a star party, but it was also like camping. I haven't camped like since so long. So I really don't know how to do it on my own. But luckily, I had Linda. Linda came rushing and helping me because I was putting a big some kind of plastic on the ground when it was raining. So this visit would have been really bad if not for Linda, who helped me set up my camp, and really just wonderful, wonderful companionship throughout my days when I was there. And I got to know Linda a lot more. And Linda was part of the team that organized a live stream of the June 10 annular eclipse and time and date. Obviously, you guys know, but it was very good to share this information with my RESTO club members. And also, I saw the sun using her solar telescope. So that was really fascinating. So it was just made the visit so much more fun, and also made me stay in a tent without it being, flown over in the rain, or, it could be worse. So I appreciated that. So this is a picture, I think on the last day, you can see Linda, Bob, and Lillian, Steve, Alan, and Steve's son. I forgot his name, but it was just a wonderful companionship here, and so much knowledge. It's just mind-blowing. Just the amount of knowledge they have between this group is just amazing. And this is a group picture of the August party. So I recognize all of them, and I really hope to be able to see all of them again at the Star Party next year. So before I end, I do want to speak a little bit about my other Star Party I went, because I so much enjoyed this. RESTO was having their own kind of unofficial party, Star Party at Algonquin at Mew Lake. And at that, I went for that, and of course Bob and Lillian were there too, so that was nice. So I just want to take a 2 or 3 minutes, just go through that particular Star Party. Oh, sorry, this was South River. This is for my Toronto club members who are trying to figure out where this is. Okay, and then it became 2. So this one was the one on just last month, September 9 to 12. Not many people attended this one, unfortunately, but hopefully next year more people will come. And really, this was also a wonderful thing. I know Richard, I don't know whether he's here, but really I got a chance to understand about binoculars and the use of binoculars, especially for beginners. So that was really good. So these are some of the pictures. A lot of people brought their cameras. So this is, for example, a picture of the Milky Way by Reza, who came with us to see to Algonquin. And then this one was by Charles I believe it was a dumbbell nebula. So he did take it, and I saw him exposing the film and then processing it at home. And then this one was beautiful too. You can see Venus and the crescent moon reflected against the lake. And if you see, this is Muse Lake, and you see in front, you can see a canoe right at the front left. Actually, that canoe was just left there, and somebody came to try to take it away, thinking that it was disturbing the picture. But Reza was saying, no, it's actually very beautiful with the canoe in the background. It's stunning. And this one was my astro picture. So I had a Fujifilm. I've never taken astro photographs before. So you can see there's a lot of light pollution behind because of the, it's not really light pollution, it's just the traffic, I believe, that's coming from behind. So some more pictures here. And because we were at Algonquin, there was a lot of things to do during the daytime. So we took some pictures. This one was a spruce spruce picture that Reza took. And this is a beaver dam. Right here, you can see the water being damped. Yeah, it was kind of. So Richard's wife, Suzanne, is a bird watching expert. So she brought us on this particular walking tours. This is another good, pretty picture. And here is a picture of the group that went for Algonquin. So basically it was from 0 to 2 Star Parties all in 1 year. And I know later I found out that Algonquin was a very popular Star Party back years ago. I was seeing this picture actually from the North Bay, and there were like 130 people attending. So it'd be nice to be able to get back to this level in the future. Anyway, that's all I have, and I hope to see all of you at the Star Party next year. Thank you.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Very nice.
Well done.
Thank you.
Good.
Well
Thank you very
done,
much,
Mayvis.
Davis.
Thank you.
You made Bob sound like he was good. I mean, very few people could do that.
That was very helpful for me, Mavis.
Oh, thank you.
No, it was great. I mean, yeah, we had a good time at the one you were out there, and it was a lot of fun. And it's interesting to see ideas from a person who's at their first star party. So very nice.
And Mavis, I think, was very blessed in that her first night, she had Bob to instruct her. The second night, Steve. I mean, could she have better? And then in Algonquin to have Richard with you. That's, you really lucked out, girl.
And she had you for the tenting.
I know.
Oh,
I was.
you know what? Any of you guys would have stepped in. I kind of, Lil sort of assigned me, but had I not been there, any one of you would have made sure she was safe, because that's just what this terrific group does.
Yeah.
Well, make sure everybody's safe.
Yeah, it's amazing because, you know, when I came for the stuff, I didn't know anyone, right? Zero. Like I was total stranger. So it was just like, I was a little bit scared at first, you know, like traveling all the way up, but it was just, yeah, it's just incredible experience. Thank you all. Thank you for making it so wonderful.
Well, it
Here's
was
to
great.
many more.
Yes.
Okay, so carrying on, we have Bob's Way Cool Object of the Month. So this month is on the Owl Nebula, I believe.
Yes, I think it was your idea,
No, it was Luke's, I think, wasn't it?
was it?
I don't remember.
Well,
Anyway, it's on the Owl Nebula, and I got to tell you, this is one of the first objects that I saw through Bob's telescope at his observatory. And then, yeah, the miserable bugger swung his scope around and said, okay, now you find it yourself. So,
I don't have mine.
but it's an awesome nebula. And Bob, I don't know, Dave, you got share screen. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Okay, all righty.
See if we have music.
All right, so do we have a picture, Dave?
Hang on. I haven't even got the thing going. Do we have music?
Yes, yes.
I love
The
it.
only thing I ask is if people could mute their speakers during presentations, that'd be great.